This is James Page here in Madrid at the FTTH Council Europe event, and I'm really pleased to be joined by the OECD Deputy Secretary General Ulrik Vestergaard Knudsen. Ulrik, thanks for coming over and joining us. The big discussion at the event this week is about how we get affordable broadband to everybody everywhere. Perhaps you can tell us why that is such an important goal.
It's important because our economies, our societies are increasingly becoming digital. And if we want everyone to take part in that, everyone to reap the benefits of this digital transformation, we need connectivity. That means we have to tackle some of these divides that are opening up, the digital divides we call them, that is across genders, across geographies. We need to get connectivity also in rural areas. If we do not get everyone on board, everyone will not benefit from the digital transformation. It's as simple as that. And looking at it perhaps in a larger perspective, with globalization and to some extent productivity at a bit of a crossroads, we need the digital transformation in order to develop our economies and societies. So to get everyone on board, we need connectivity, we need high-speed broadband connectivity, and fiber is probably our best bet.
Okay, so that's the goal. Across Europe, people are achieving that at different rates. Where do you think we are, and how are we going to achieve that goal?
There is a lot of progress, and Spain, the country we're in, is one of the front runners in Europe. Other countries are picking up at very, very high growth rates when it comes to penetration through fiber. So that's the good news, but there's still a long way to go, and there's still many rural areas that are not well enough connected. They may have some connectivity, but it's not only just about being able to read your newspaper on the net. It's also about teleworking, it's about tele-education, it's about telemedicine and so on. And if you're not able to have, deep quality, sustainable connectivity, you cannot take part in all of these activities of society that will be digital in the future.
It's interesting you use that sort of terminology in terms of connectivity, because we are here talking about FTTH, but obviously what actually happens inside the home or inside the building is a topic that's going to be talked about a lot here. That's just as important as getting the fibre there in the first place, isn't it?
It is indeed. And everyone in 23 has been talking about generative AI, ChatGPT, and so on. And that is another, for some scary, for other, promising development that we need to regulate. But also here, if we are to reap the benefits of that, we need connectivity. The Internet of Things, cloud computing, and so on. All of these new technologies, we will not be able to get everyone on board in the use of them and in the to benefit from them if we don't have that connectivity, deep connectivity at affordable rates, as you said, across the board.
Okay, so from your perspective at the OECD, what are you doing? What can you do to help that transformation that you're so keen to see?
Well, we need sound regulatory frameworks, and there are different opinions about how we best go about this. And at this conference, we've already heard discussions about whether the EU is about to, introduce some kind of fair share deal. We have some ambivalent, I would say, experience from that in Korea. But these are the kinds of issues that we are analyzing at the OECD. We're offering our members and non-members to come to the OECD to share their best practices, to see what is working, what are the best policies, the best practices in order to get fiber to as many people as possible. We all agree on that goal, but there can be different paths to getting there. That's what we're discussing. We want to help in terms of, advising with the right policies, but we also want to help in terms of getting the data right. If we cannot measure it, it's very difficult to improve it.
And I have to say, if everybody's coming together this week with the same level of commitment and passion that's clearly coming across from you at the moment, I'm sure we'll get there. But for now, thank you so much for taking the time to come and have a quick chat.
Thank you. A pleasure.